peeps, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because we are connecting to the sign of Virgo for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, wherever you have the Virgo placement in your chart. Before we get started, DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private tarot reading. You can ask whatever question you want, okay? Like this video, please, subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. So let's get right into it, Virgo. Again, for sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements, wherever this one wanted to come out, you have the Virgo placement in your chart. Jeez. Okay, I'll take all of them. We have Serenity, Support, and a Child's Love. Soul, Solitude, Study, and Gratitude. And Breathe, Forgiveness, and Believe. All right, let's break them down. So first we have Serenity. The most important relationship that you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. So yeah, babes, tapping into this energy, Virgo, I feel like you may have some it doesn't really feel like resentments for me. It's just like disappointments, almost like just like your disappointment, or I'm sorry, disappointment. It's almost like you're disappointed in the way things ended with something, with someone. I don't think, like, I honestly, tapping into this energy, take it as it resonates, but I don't think you resent them. I feel like you may even still love this person. You may still even love this job, because I feel like you've processed what happened, and I feel like you understand that this is, you know, this was something that was in your life for a reason, or you still see the good in all things, like in this person, etc. But I do feel like you still kind of play certain things on repeat. Let's get into Soul, Solitude. Soul, Solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet. A place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, reflect, a time for you. Yeah, Virgo, I just think it's time to kind of get your mind right. Tapping into this energy, it's more like you guys just needed some time to get back to, like, what's important to you and who you really are. I forget what other group had this energy, but it's just like, you know, maybe you guys have learned a you know, lesson and things like that, and it's time to kind of get out and have some fun. And honestly, soul solitude has nothing to do with physical solitude. This isn't telling you to, you know, be inside the house and spend more time physically alone, but you know how like certain relationships just change you and you kind of have to find yourself after that, or certain situations, you know, that happen can change you. This is a time to get to know yourself again, so you can experience serenity and, you know, decide what's important for you. Support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you through your entire life. So just understand that everyone is in your life for a reason, and the universe is here to support you in different ways through putting these people in your life for certain reasons. Some of you may be having a hard time naturally letting go of what someone has chosen to do, whether they want to leave or they want distance from you. Some of you guys are having you know, trouble accepting that, you know, they were only ever in your life for a certain reason. And some of you are like, why did I even meet this person? Why did this have to happen, you know, to me? You know, that person was in your life to help you grow and expand. Even if it feels like they took you 10 steps backwards, they still, you know, taught you strength, or they still taught you whatever. You know, this job was in your life for a reason. It still paid the bills for a certain period of time. So even though it may have ended badly or not the way that you anticipated, the way you wanted, it still benefited you to some degree. Okay, a child's love. The love between parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as a part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So honestly, Virgo, it may be time to nurture your inner child. Maybe your childhood wasn't the best, or maybe, you know, you have a child and you don't feel that connection, there is nothing wrong with that. A lot of people feel like, oh, when you have a child, it's just immediately the most beautiful thing. But no, we're people. We have real emotions. Just because, you know, we have children doesn't mean immediately we're going to feel connected to them. So this is about connecting either to your inner child, to your actual children, or going back to address the love you received from your parents or lack thereof, so that you don't hold resentments towards them and you can move on, not for their sake, not just so they can be forgiven, for your sake, so that you can move on. This is really this is a deep energy so far. I'm glad we got some other energies coming through to lighten the load a little bit, because geez, this is a lot. All right, so study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it is time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind, which is so funny because learning, even if it's old things in a new way, that kind of makes me feel that same energy we were just getting a minute ago, where it's like, you know, people may come back to teach you, you know, something else. Like, soon as you think you're done, maybe they'll come back. But honestly, with the study card, I think it's time to break down and analyze certain situations and work through old energy, just so you can make room for the new. And then we have gratitude. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for those who, or I'm sorry, be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance, which is absolutely true. Me personally, I've been working on this for so long, and I finally felt bliss the other day. And I don't even know how to explain that. It's just like something I've been working towards so long, genuinely feeling, you know, genuinely gratitude. And when I felt that bliss, I was honestly and truly very cognizant in the moment and grateful for what I had in that moment. And I released the future. And because of that, I attracted like so much, you know. So it's important to be grateful. I even have like a gratitude app that can help. Pro tip, just as like a nightly routine, add that to your nightly routine. Get a gratitude app where you can write what you're thankful for, even if it's one thing every night, 5 things every night, whatever, just so you can constantly reintegrate that energy. So we have believe, the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible and impossible, the difference between success or failure, and above all who you are, is the power of your belief. So Virgo, it's definitely time to make some space for new energy, and then allow that energy to come through with that belief card, and know that you deserve it and believe that it's coming towards you. Forgiveness, only 2 more. And then we can move on to some other cards. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. So more of that resentment energy, you know, take it as it resonates. Maybe that is something you do have in your heart at this time, resentment. For me, it just feels more like disappointment that things couldn't work out better, but take it as it resonates. That's the second card where we have that energy though. And then breathe. The breath is a vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and the outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath penetrates your entire being with prima, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. So take a moment to breathe, do some breathing exercises. It's so crazy how literally breath work can, you know, like cause you to have a whole awakening in its own. It's not a bad idea maybe to look up on YouTube like different breathing exercises, and I don't mean like yoga type stuff. I mean, like, it's hard to explain, but there's different like breathing techniques that you can do that can help you manifest and things like that. Maybe that'll be something you could benefit from, or maybe that's something you may want to try to get into. But let's keep going, Virgo. There we go. All right. What's going on for Virgo during this time? Okay. So let's see what we got. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay, 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 okay. Just trying to sort it out so I can get the story of what happened here. Yeah, you know, honestly, this feels like a matter of the heart or a disappointment in an investment that you've made towards like some sort of entrepreneurship or a job. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, it just feels like a trickster type energy, almost like someone was not who they pretended to be and they really kind of left you out in the cold with this Five of Pentacles. And then with the Three of Swords, it's more than just like, did they leave you out of the cold? It's more than just like, the situation had to happen, you know, for my betterment. It's like it hurt your feelings. Virgo, I feel like something or someone, or maybe it's just like the ebb and flow of life, maybe it's just like where your life is, it's disappointing. It's not what you want it to be. And I mean, how couldn't you be resentful? With this Sun energy, it's almost like and this Devil card in reverse, the World in reverse, with that Sun energy, it's like someone just wanted to win so freaking bad that they didn't even care like what the cost was. And we could have had so much more than here. We didn't have to be where we are now. Things did not have to end this way. But because you succumbed to that Devil card energy, because you were too busy having fun, too busy playing tit for tat, just trying to win the situation with that victory energy, okay, maybe you like won, but like you trampled me over, you hurt my feelings, and now all that potential that we had, we don't get to have. Stupid. That's just how I feel. Like they got so lost, like they ruined a good thing. Because like, I ain't even gonna hold you, you know, it can be fun sometimes like to have a little not an argument, but you know, it can be fun to have a little disagreement so that you can make up, and it can just be fun to feel that passion, that energy from your partner. So resistance is sometimes good. Sometimes it makes us, you know, fueled and makes us fight even harder, makes us even more excited, makes our heart race, you know, gets us excited. But at the same time, I just feel like someone got too lost in that it became them and it's all they wanted, and then they stopped, you know, even caring about what really mattered, and they only wanted to focus on just like the games. Like someone was just really playing games. And I feel you guys, again, that's what I was saying, I was like, I'm not feeling like you guys are even resenting this person. I feel like you guys are more just attached to how it made you feel. This person, you don't care what happens to them. You don't like, you for some of you, you just don't care about them really anymore, you know. And I don't mean like in a bad way, but I'm just saying, like, for the most part, you don't even care. Like, okay, if it wasn't you, it would have been someone else to teach me this lesson, so whatever. But you're attached to how it made you feel, and I feel like you guys are kind of reliving that over and over and over again with that World card in reverse, that it's kind of impending on your future. Okay, so what else do we have here? So we're back at square one. We're back at square one. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So now I feel like you guys are more concerned about your coin, more concerned about choosing yourself first, more concerned about money at this point. I feel like you guys are really ready to make an investment in yourself, make an investment in your life monetarily, like from a money standpoint. And I feel like that's just what's important for you right now. But I do feel like you're kind of back at square one. And with the Page of Wands, it's an inexperienced kind of energy. It's just an inexperienced kind of energy. So it's like you have these big dreams, but you just don't know how to do it. And the universe is saying it's because you got too much on your mind right now, or there's too many things that you're focusing on. Focus on one thing, make a solid plan, write it down, and go for it in a very matter-of-fact kind of way. Whatever it is that you want, you can have, but we need a plan. We need a plan so we can know exactly what we're doing. Okay. Oop. All right, so we have worth waiting for, wedding, and let your friends help you. There's those. So wedding, at the bottom of this card it says that this situation involves marriage. So I do see you guys bringing it all back together. I see you guys coming back together as one. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. You know, honestly, Virgo, I just feel like you've been thrown off your game. I feel like you're just a little down in the dumps, and you're not feeling good at this time. Definitely take some time to play. I was telling another group this, but this is the reason why, like, when you're studying, you have to take a study break, you know, because at a certain point you go through too much, or you learn too much. There's too much on your mind to where you cannot move forward unless you release, unless you have some fun, you know, unless you get a distraction, do something else. So it's important to let your friends help you at this time, help you get back in a positive vibration, even just so you can be, you know, wanting to go towards all this. But the person who is truly for you is worth waiting for. Even if it's this person with all this, you know, soulmate kind of karma energy attached to them, it's worth waiting for. And it's just a matter of, you know, waiting for it to come through. Divine timing is at work in your love life. This person wasn't ready. I feel like they got lost in the sauce of the game of it all. You may just want to, you know, wait for them to have a revelation, so that they're able to kind of come back to you and take this seriously. As I was picking these cards up, love doesn't always have to mean near did flip over. And this is basically like, you know, just because you're in separation with this person doesn't mean they don't love you, doesn't mean there's no love in the situation. But divine timing is at work. If you deal with this person now and they haven't gone through this transformation process yet, it doesn't matter if they're near, because you're just going to experience more of that same old thing, you know. So it's very important that divine timing is at work. Otherwise, if you catch this person before they're ready to get out of that player energy, you're going to go through that cycle again. And I feel like you've already kind of gone through this more than once. Either that, or you're just truly reliving this energy. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so you've got time. You were born with that it quality, and it's not always about being right. Or it's not only about being right, is what it says. Yeah, absolutely. You've got time. Relax, you've got time. Just work on yourself during this time. I have some own working on myself that I'm going to be doing during this time while I wait for my ship's income. Okay, while I wait for the things that I'm looking for to come in, I've got plenty to work on, and there's always something that you can do in the meantime. You were born with that it quality. Put some more respect on your name, Virgo. Put some more respect on your name. And it's not only about being right. So maybe you're absolutely right in this situation, but that's not all it's about. We got to grow, we got to learn. So, you know, essentially, okay, maybe they were in the wrong and you are in the right, but let's not demand an apology from someone who was put in our life from the universe to teach us something, because if it wasn't them, it would have been someone else anyway. So let's just take a deep breath, relax, and go from here, honey. All right, coyote spirit, the owl spirit, and the turtle spirit. At the bottom of the coyote spirit, it says trust in the divine plan, or I'm sorry, it says trust in divine detours. And that's what I'm saying. It feels like a detour. It feels like a low point. I do feel like you will get, maybe not an apology, but I do feel the situation balancing itself in some way. Owl spirit, you see clearly now. I feel like you do, Virgo. I feel like you see the situation for exactly what it is. And then turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. You guys may be anxious to make this happen right now, but we can't force people to be ready before they are. And if we do try to, we typically end up in the same situation with that divine timing type of energy. So let's just give them the time that they need, or the situation the time that it needs to improve, and let's start to focus on our own serenity and building anew at this point, especially if it's about getting to your coin. Parrot spirit and the butterfly spirit, watch your words. Yeah, be careful about what you say. Also be authentic in the things that you say. If this person comes back around and they say that they've changed, get what you need to say off your chest. This is not the time, well, okay, I'll let you in, but we'll see how they do this time. No, tell them up front what you want, so if they know, so they can address, oh, I'm not ready for all that, baby, and they can get to step it and keep working, and then come back when they're ready. And then butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. I see you guys going through a transformation, and I see your situation transforming as well. So yeah, Virgo, DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private tarot reading. You can ask whatever question you want, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.